something that Blackmagic Design has come out with. They've recently teased us with the development of a new camera, which is the URSA or the Ursa Sign Immersive, designed to capture content for Apple Vision Pro. Now, Apple Vision Pro is a breakthrough technology, and I want to hear what are your opinions on the Ursa camera designed by Blackmagic Raw.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you look at Apple, Apple is a driver of industry trends. They're not always the first. They weren't first with the smartphone. They weren't the first with the tablet, but they sort of sit back and their engineering, development, UI teams, human interaction teams really seem to understand the market. And so they're the first to really come forward with something I think is going to drive the adoption of VR. We've had the Oculus Rift, we've had like Meta had something. Everybody's sort of making these helmets, these systems, but it hasn't been real easy to capture the content. And just like we saw with the Canon lens and this camera specifically, because it is a 12K camera, so it's getting much closer, 6K per eye, so it's getting closer to that 8K target, is really going to make it easier to create this kind of content. And from what I understand, they worked with Apple in developing this camera to fit into their ecosystem, which means that I'm now going to have a product that I can give to filmmakers to go and capture content because content is king. You need that to drive your product offering. And for Apple, the visual computing portion of it is very interesting, but the entertainment aspect of it, I think, is what's really going to be amazing. And by having a solution that effectively I can put on a set of sticks and shoot like I'm shooting a regular film, but have that immersive capability is really going to drive a lot of content, hopefully adoption. And I can't wait till that we see the next generation of the Apple Studio or headset, not the Pro version Vision, but the regular Vision.
Beautiful. And then just to summarize on everything that we've discussed today, I wanted to ask you one last detail, and that is about the overall trend that I've noticed this week with virtual reality VR technologies. What are your thoughts on everything that's going on the market?
Yeah, so I think we've seen this starts and spits and spats of VR over the years. That the tech hadn't quite been there. I think even Apple with its Vision Pro understands that it is not fully optimized. They've been looking for tech to scale all this down, but they couldn't wait any longer. And of course, they are a market driver, and I think that their Vision Studio is really something that now the competition is going to look at. We're going to have more headsets come out. I think we'll eventually get to a standardized sort of format for the material, and you're going to see that adoption happen. I don't know if it's going to be the same as 3D television. That sort of came and went. There's a lot more opportunities for that immersive feel with VR. I can think of like concerts and boxing matches, and it's going to be a great market for pay per view when they can figure out how to stream that content to a headset, and I can sit at home and watch a concert. So it's exciting. I'd say we're probably 36 months before we sort of see it become, I won't call it mainstream, but much more in the mainstream.
Perfect. Perfect. And I would agree with you.